We're on the 1008.5 today, and seventh video. Almost every single one of those videos I've said there's a short somewhere, and get you in close. Before I do that, a multimeter is the best way to find a short. I've known that all along. I even know how to do it, but I'm an idiot because normally for this multimeter, the positive for volts and ohms goes over here. I twist it over to amps and did what I'm going to show you in a few minutes. Nothing. It's like, oh, the short is too small for the ohm meter. Yeah, I switched the lead to go to amps. Then I tried it. It's like, hey, it works. So let me show you what I got, what I've done, and how not to be an idiot like me. Okay. Let me bring the camera over here. See both batteries? Yes. Again, front battery is a 12 volts out of the truck. 12 volts for the truck is pulled from the negative of the rear battery. This is the 24 volts out of the truck. Back here, positive of the back battery. I've been able, since I put batteries in this truck, to pull this terminal off when it's loose and hold it next to the battery, and I get a spark sound. I think I did this in a couple of my videos. I get a spark sound, and at night or low light conditions you can see a spark. Same with this one back here, but the one back here has been less of a spark than the spark up here. I knew it was a 12 volt spark, a 12 volt short. So I've already loosened this one here up. Okay, what you do is undo the ground. That's the best way of doing it. And this is the ground for the entire truck, 12 and 24 volt. I have my ohm meter set to 20 milliohms, and positive, negative. I got 6.31. Are you seeing that at all? .31. Okay, that's a lot. So, what you do, the proper way of doing this is figuring this out. Here, 6.31. Go to the fuse panel. Pull every single fuse one at a time. Pull one, come out here and check it. Pull another, put that one back in, come out and do it. I've done every fuse on this truck twice. Still, 6.31. And I've changed some, I've done the alternator number 2. I've added the cold idle advance, cold start injection advance. I've done the different glow plug relay, glow plug harness, glow plug card. I've done a lot to this truck. I did do the instrument cluster the other day. I did the gauge cluster. Works really well. I'll do a video about that when I get the speedometer right. It's on the transfer case in the speedometer. I haven't crawled there once. I'm not going to do it until I get the short figured out. Tired of unhooking the batteries every single time I don't drive it and hooking them back up before I start it up. I've done the fusible links to make Alt 2 work. That's what did it. Fusible links. You can see that. You can see all the blue ones over there. Let me zoom in on it. Look at all those pretty blue fusible links over there. Yep, that made Alt 2 work. But just like any murder mystery, if you watch on TV, true or fictional, they say it's always the husband for the murder of the wife. Well, for CUCV, it's always the alternator. I pulled all the fuses. There was nothing, I could find no shorts, or nothing made a difference on this. 6.31. 6.31. But watch this. If I unplug the driver's side alternator, which I hadn't touched yet, I pulled the pin off terminal 1 and 2, and watch this. Or at least it did good for me a few minutes ago. 6.31. That's what we were. 2.5. Whoa. Can you still see it? Yeah, you can still see it even better. 2.5. So that's almost a 4 milliamp draw. Okay, so that alternator has a diode seeping electricity. I got to pull it apart and rebuild it. But I still got 2.5 volts, or ohms, milliohms. Amps, not ohms, amps. 2.51. What the heck? So I went through and pulled, I'm pretty sure that's my 24 volt side. So I got a little bit less than 4 on the 12 volt side. Well, 2.5 on the 12 volt, on the 24 volt side. So using that, I started pulling every single wire. I did every single wire. And I got down to over here. It's loose because I already done this. And I had it on, so it was, I started to try to find what this wire does, because I don't know what this wire does. Let me get the star washer. All right. So this black wire on the 24 volt bus, it's unplugged. Now I unplugged every single wire, tested, and here we go. Watch this. 0. That black wire, which goes into the main harness. I'll zoom in on it if you want me to. This little bitty 14, 16 gauge black wires, not brown, it's black. I thought it was going to be the diagnostic circuit. I'm not sure what circuit this is part of. I cannot find this wire in the wiring diagrams. But tighten this back up all the way without that wire attached and without the alternator 1 plugged in. Now you can tighten it up. Everything's tight, everything's hooked up except for that black wire on the 24 volt bus and the alt 1 terminal 1 and 2 plug. 0. Shorts are solved. Oh, you couldn't see that. I'm sorry. With that, this black wire removed. I cannot find it in the wiring diagrams. I've looked. 0. 0 amps of any kind. So that's the short. And if you go put this back up again, there's no sound, no nothing. So that is the short. There's 2 of them. There were 2. I don't know what that black wire does. If I figure it out, I'll let you know. But it's the alternator. The alternator I haven't touched because it worked. Why mess with it? Why even check that? But that could be that the alternator's got obviously something bad inside, internal of the alternator. You unplug it, no more short. So it's probably the regulator or the diode. And I will remove it and install another. Or actually rebuild that one probably. So anyway, that's progress on this. I will report when I get more things to report. But the short is gone. Shorts are gone. Thank you for watching.